guitar simulators, guitar amp simulators. And I just also kind of wanted to just say hey to everybody. A lot of people have been hitting me up the last 6 months or so saying, hey, you don't make videos anymore for music and production and studio and mixing and guitar sounds, and you know what's going on. And some of you know I've gone through a lot of changes in the last year or two. In the last 9 months, I've lost 65 pounds, and I've really turned my life around. I was really sick and unhappy and very depressed and binge eating and overweight, and I don't know, it took me out of the zone, and you know, the studio was kind of associated with some of that just like sitting on my ass and staring at a computer screen and eating Taco Bell, and just, I don't know. So the whole process of redoing my whole life, a part of it had to do with kind of shutting this whole thing off and focusing on learning about nutrition, and started doing CrossFit and learning how to cook, and you know, and kickboxing and weight training and just everything. So that's really been my focus the last year. And like I said, 9 months ago I was 275 and I was 210 this morning. And I still have 35 to go, and I've given myself 15 weeks. But anyway, you know, my heart's kind of not been really into all this, and I'm still working and I'm still teaching voice and mixing records and stuff, but you know, I had to take a break from really having it as a major focal point, because I needed to attend to other things. I was having some serious issues, you know, blood sugar issues, which have all healed. My blood pressure was through the roof, which is now perfect. Sleep apnea, which is now gone. Eczema all over my skin, which is now for the most part gone. And just generally pissed off and miserable, which is pretty good now. I'm a lot better than I was. I'm a work in progress. But anyway, I just want to tell you guys that, and a shout out to Jules, the owner of Gear Sluts, who you know, we've been you know, working this Gear Slut thing together for about 10 years now. I mean, he owns it. I've been moderating with him, and you know, the last year I've been kind of a little bit off the grid, and he's been cool, and he's known, you know, he's known what I needed to do, and I needed to handle my stuff, and now I'm feeling a lot better. And actually this past weekend, a Gear Slut buddy of mine, Rob Chandler, came out, and you know, he was hanging out in the studio, and he's like all about mixing guitar sounds and wants to buy a bass and talk about microphones. And I was like, it felt so weird, because it was like, I'm usually the go-to guy for that. Like, anybody wants to nerd out about studio shit, call me, because you know, I could sit there and talk forever, and I've demoed and owned everything. I mean, you guys know I've owned every guitar amp and SSLs and preamps and every, you know, U67s and C12s, and you know, everything. I've owned it all. But you know, he was into it, and I was like, oh man, I was like trying to force myself to like engage in a conversation, and it was a challenge, but it was weird. He left, and I got up that next morning, and I like was excited about recording again, and I was excited about the studio, and I was like, oh man, I want to get some new guitar sounds going, and I want to work my voice out, because I want to finish this record that I started like 4 years ago on my own. All I got to do is sing and mix it. And I started listening to it, and I was thinking about other guitar sounds. So anyway, that's kind of how this has all come about, and now I'm really excited. So that's a good thing, and I'm back. So you know, this is you can see it, CrossFit. Like, this has kind of been my life. Oh man, but I saved my life, guys. And for anybody out there that's staring at a computer screen and 16 hours a day tuning vocals and eating junk food with chest pains and feels horrible and you're fat, you know, I mean, you can get yourself out of it. I mean, it's unbelievable how I feel now. And also, you know, moving to Nashville, I haven't really gone out hardly. I don't go out. I don't do anything. Luckily, I have plenty of work. But, like, I don't want anybody to see me here, man. When I first moved here at 275, I just had no clothes. My look was awful. And I came here and I realized this is exactly like LA. This is no different than LA. It's the same type of people. And it's image oriented, you know, and I live in East Nashville, which is like hipsterville. I've never lived in hipsterville, but, you know, everybody's got their look and it's very image oriented. And I didn't want to start my life out here handicapped. So I said, you know what, I'm going to bust it out. I'm going to take a year and I'm going to hide. And I'm going to knock out all this weight once and for all. I got my little Keith Urban haircut now, which it's messy right now. I just got it out of the gym, but I should have been like all done up without the glasses and all decked out for this, but this is me. But yeah, and I also ordered some hipster glasses, which are coming in, so I'll have my buddy Holly Hornroom glasses soon, and then I'll really be cool. Can't really do the beard though; it's all white. Anyway, but that was the game plan, was for me to get in shape, get some clothes, get my head on straight, and then make the scene and get out here and start going to the ASCAP, you know, organizational meetings and the industry mixers and meet with record labels and